What do you do when the Disney parks are really busy? Do you wait in all these long lines? There are other options. Sometimes you can pay for it, but sometimes you can use what's called the single rider line. And here in Hollywood Studios, there are 3 of them. But how much time do they really save you? Let's go check it out and see. Come and explore with us, y'all. My name's Jason and my wife's name is Melody. We appreciate you watching our video. They have a single rider line now for Rise of the Resistance. I want to try it because the standby's too long. I don't want to wait 75 minutes. Let's see if it's worth it.
Okay, it's 2:22.
2:22. All right. The line sits back here. Let's see how long it takes us.
So they take you right past the transport area where you get to skip that part, and they take you through a door that leads right into, can you guess where? The Star Destroyer. It kind of takes away a little bit of that excitement in the story doing it this way, but it's still a shorter way to ride the ride.
We get to see everything, but we're not part of it. But we still get to see it. Like we don't ride in the transport right there. But you get to come in here and see all this.
So they keep all the single rider lines to the left, and then we follow all the way around to the left, and they will stop us where they then will disperse us out one by one when they need an extra rider to go on the lines where they assign you to what cell block you're going to be going into, or space jail, whatever you want to call it. But the hard part is you can't be with the people that you want to be with. My wife's clear back there.
No. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
Now you do have other options to go on this ride. You can actually pay for this ride as an individual lightning lane, which is going to vary depending on the time of year, but it can be expensive for a family. But in the same boat, I don't know if a family wants to go on the single rider line, because then most of the time you're going to be split apart from each other. But you could also wait in the long line. That's always an option.
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure.
It's 6:42, and I'm off that ride. We started in line 20 minutes ago, and I finished the ride. So in 20 minutes, the line and the ride. That's pretty cool.
Okay, that was fun. We got separated, but I didn't mind. I don't care sitting next to strangers. If you don't like being around people you don't know, this is probably not for you, but it saves you money and time, so try the single rider on Rise of the Resistance.
You do miss some of the storyline when you go through on the single rider lines, but if you don't mind missing some of the storyline, then take that route. It's a lot faster. But if you want the full storyline, then you go on to it, because you're missing Rey and you're missing the transport when you do it this way. Now we're going to head over to the Millennium Falcon and hit the single rider line there now. The park is really busy today, so the single rider lines are huge.
When you're in the single rider line here, you have 2 options. You go down the main hallway, and then it splits off into 2 different areas. So you have 2 different places that you can go. Whoever's in front of me, in whatever direction they go, I go the opposite. And it always works out.
We're right here at the front. Nobody's here. It's just us, first in line. Sometimes you can get on together. This time we got on together with the single rider line, and we didn't wait at all.
With this ride, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, you do miss some of the pre-show. You have Hondo up there talking, kind of giving you the storyline. You don't miss a whole lot of this ride. The main part of this ride is actually riding in the Millennium Falcon, but you kind of need to know the story if you haven't ridden it before. The only thing is, too, is when you're usually doing the single rider line, most of the time you're going to be engineers in the back, and you never know who's going to be driving. This time we have young drivers, and they're crashing all over the place. So sometimes that's an adventure. It's fun. You never know who's going to be driving, and you're crashing and everywhere, and it's all over the place, and you get sick afterwards, and you walk out all woozy.
That wait time was 55 minutes, and we were off in 10 minutes by the time we started in line, by the time we got off the ride. 10 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to wait in line for 55 minutes, maybe, and then get through the ride. But sometimes you can get in there together.
Yeah, we got in there together on this one. So it just depends. And then like when we were on Rise of the Resistance earlier, there was people behind us that were together that got on. So it just depends, but count on not being together, but you miss the pre-show, so you kind of miss the storyline. But if you don't care about that kind of stuff, then go for the single rider every time, y'all.
Hollywood Studios has the most single rider line rides, and the third one is Rock and Roller Coaster.
Okay, so this one has a single rider too. Rock and Roller Coaster has a single rider as well. But it's not as fast as the ones in Galaxy's Edge. So I have honestly stood in the single rider for over a half an hour. So I would guess it's still going to be that way. They don't have it quite down like they do with Rise of the Resistance and Millennium Falcon, but you can cut that wait time. You probably wait like a half an hour maybe rather than 80 minutes if you don't want to pay for the Lightning Lane multi-pass or anything like that. So, I mean, is it worth it? I don't know, but just heads up, Rock and Roller Coaster single rider line is not as fast as the others.
Well, that's all for Hollywood Studios, but there are some other parks. Let's go to Disney's Animal Kingdom right now. There's only one in here, unfortunately, and that is Expedition Everest. Great roller coaster ride. A lot of people like this ride. The single rider line's a little hidden, but when you see the gift shop, look to the left. It's to the left of that. It's a great way to get on that ride a lot quicker. Next on the list is Epcot. When you're not having fun at one of the festivals, you can go hit a couple rides. Now, Test Track, when it was open earlier, did have a single rider line.
Hey, let's see how fast we can get through this. And I'm passing all these people, just walking right past them.
I got through this line in like 5 minutes. The wait for standby was 60 minutes. I'm not sure if it's going to have a single rider line when it reopens late this year, 2025. Actually, late summer this year, 2025. But we will see. It was a great option.
Even though you get out of Test Track pretty fast on the single rider line, you do miss out on making your own car and some of that fun experience that you get to do there. But if you want to miss that stuff, do the single rider line.
Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is the Ratatouille ride in Epcot. In 2024, it just recently went to a single rider line. Now, we just went in this night. At the end of the night, it was a 5-minute wait, which was totally fine. But now they have a single rider line that you can hit, and you literally walk almost right on the ride. Now, you're probably going to get separated from your family members or your friends, but it's a great option if you do not want to wait in the line. The last time I was there, it was like an 80-minute wait, but I walked right on the single rider.
Well, in total, there are about 6 rides right now. There are only 5 when this video is going, but hopefully Test Track comes back with a single rider line again, so it will be a total of 6. It's a great way to get through some rides quicker, so you have time to get to the other rides. Even when you go with your family, you can use this. Well, that's it for us, y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.